Right, so this is the 4K sports camera that we ordered. Very much looking forward to seeing how this performs. Right, well, after unpacking, this is all that was in the box, which is actually plenty. Obviously we have the camera itself, which I'll have a look in more detail at the moment. User manual, some straps, some cable ties, which is very handy, cleaning cloth, which is a nice thing to have in there as well, little safety cable, just to make sure that it doesn't fly away when you've got it mounted on something, with adhesive stickers there. Now let's unbag some of this and have a closer look at some of these mounts that we have. Right, okay, we've also got a cable here, a USB to micro B cable, and these are the mounts themselves. Lots and lots of them. Got another back door as well. Another bit of casing as well. Nice, nice clip mount here as well. Very handy. So this is how the camera turns up. It turns up in this case. I presume it's actually the waterproof casing, of which we'll be getting this out in a moment, but just to show you that we've actually got this as well. And of course we can access all the buttons and things from the outside of this casing. So here's the camera itself, and it's a lot smaller once you've taken it out of all of its protective packaging and that waterproof case. Got a protective bit of plastic on there to stop the lens from getting grubby. That's the micro USB slot. There's a mini HDMI cable. That's where you put the micro SD card. That's the screen, the display on the back there. That's where the battery goes, in here in the bottom. We'll get that out in a moment. Buttons, it's like there's a speaker there, also Wi-Fi control. OK button as well. For anyone that's interested, this is the battery. So just have a look at the size, just to give you an idea. That's a 10p piece by the side of it. I've got a tape measure here. So we are 6 centimetres by 4 centimetres by, not including the lens there, just about 2.5, I'm guessing with the lens just over 3 centimetres. Right, okay, let's give it a go. So one thing that's very nice about one of these additional mounts is it then gives you the option to attach it to a tripod if you wish, either way up, which is very nice. So I've got that on at the moment. So just going to quickly go through the menu. So if we hold down the power button, it will turn on, and then we've got all sorts of icons to tell us that the microphone's on, that there's an SD card in there, what the white balance is, and that I've got it on fine high def, 30 frames per second at the moment. Now to actually go into the menu, it's a little bit a little bit counterintuitive because you actually push the power button. So I'm going to push the power button, and that just goes into a review footage mode, and push it again. That's the review footage in fact. And then the third time is the menu itself, where I can use the up and down keys and the OK on the top to go through it. Now I can change the resolution. I can set whether it's on loop recording, whether there's a gyroscope, which means that it will automatically balance whether footage is shaky or not. WDR, wide dynamic range, means I can have that on or off, which will enhance colour in the footage. Time-lapse recording, I can have that on. I can turn on motion detection, whether I record audio or not, the date stamp, whether I have one or not, the angle, I can put it in diving mode, tell it if it's a night scene, so obviously to enhance any light, self-timer, image size, I can change that for the photos if I want to take a burst while taking a photo, so take a couple of photos at once. I can change the quality and the sharpness, the white balance, the colour, the ISO, exposure value, anti-shaking, so very much like the gyro. I can delete any files, I can protect files, I can turn the Wi-Fi on to be able to view the files through my phone or any other Wi-Fi enabled device. Some more Wi-Fi, setting up the Wi-Fi if I want to set the date and time, if I want to tell it to turn off and on. So auto power off after a certain amount of time, turn the beep off, which I have done. The voice prompt, I've turned that off so it no longer says recording or anything like that, which may be useful if you've got this mounted as a head camera, because you wouldn't be able to see the display at all. And then there's some other options here for setting up if you're going to use it in the car. Language mode, TV, screen save. Frequency, you can change that. You'd have it at 50 Hz for the UK, which it's set at. You can format the memory card, set everything to default and check the version, and then it cycles round all over again. So it's very, very quick go through the menu there. There's lots to set up and lots to play with about the resolution and things like that. But now I think it's time to see what the actual footage is like.